Wilson here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, What Do I Know? Or, as some would say, what do I know? I'm going to leave that decision up to you. So basically, to kind of get this channel started, I wound up walking around New York City and meeting random strangers and handing out my card, encouraging them to think about a question that they had or something they wanted me to talk about and to go ahead and send me an email on it. My goal with this channel is to read these emails and address them and see where it goes. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I really hope you enjoy my channel. So the first email that I got was from Jennifer. And I met Jennifer in Central Park and got a little conversation kicking with her, and we were just talking it up, and I encouraged her to think of a question that she had and to send me an email. So Jennifer writes, "Hey Steph, so nice to meet you in Central Park. I really enjoy the idea of everything behind what you're doing, and I can't wait to watch." Aw, thanks Jen, I hope you tune in. Then she says, "Hearing some of your story is so inspirational, and I love everything you're doing, but it makes me wonder what I can do with my life to make me happier. I feel like I've done so much to be successful, but I just don't feel joy in what I do anymore." Wow. How that makes me sad. Do you have any ideas as to how I can move forward and seek joy and happiness in my life? All right, so I'm going to think about that for a second, and then we'll get started. Okay, joy. Let's talk about joy. Let's talk about what really makes people happy. Because let me tell you something. I can tell you firsthand, it's not what you think. It's not what everybody thinks. That's the problem. You know, I used to be such a performer when I was a kid. Like, I was the girl who would put on roller skating shows in the middle of my apartment complex and charge people 10 cents to come watch it. You know, like, I was a natural born performer. Yet as I got older and I realized, especially coming from a family that struggled, I needed security. I needed not only security, but I needed validation, and I needed to be successful by what standards that seemed to be on this piece of paper. This list, where's the list? Wow, this is some list. College, bachelor's degree, family, charity work, barbecues on Saturday. What's on this list? Go to college, get a 401k, put a whole bunch of money in the bank so that when you die, your kids will fight over it. Is that living? That's not living. What's success? Like, seriously, what is it? You know, I used to think it was whatever was on that piece of paper. And I had to get validation from everybody. I mean, I had a degree, I had a master's degree, I had a custom-built home, a flashy car, a walk-in closet full of shoes, a bunch of friends, I did charity work, I had hobbies, I went to a job every day, made a ton of money. Oh, look at Stephanie, she looks so happy. And I would walk around every day like, I'm happy, right? Right? I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm smiling, so that means I'm happy. I know I look really tense. I know I leave work and go and drink a half a bottle of wine, or go to the store and buy way too many pairs of shoes I don't need, retail therapy, because really deep down I wasn't happy. Do you know what I call that? The deception diet. Let's talk about the deception diet. It's quite an interesting little diet, and there are tons of diet fads, but I'm going to tell you right now that this one is the worst. Let me explain something to you, all right? There are two things you can eat right now in front of me. Sugar or Brussels sprouts. Let's read the ingredients, right? Sugar. Societal expectations. What your mom thinks, what your friends think, what everybody you know thinks, what people think of you, what people say behind your back. It's sugar. You think you're off doing all of these things. Master's degree, job, whatever makes me unhappy. And again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that doing those things is a bad thing if it makes you happy. But what if I were to say, look at these Brussels sprouts. Oh, do something that makes me happy. Oh, I want to act. I want to be a comedic actor. The problem is there's no safety net. There's no security in Brussels sprouts. Yet it's exactly what your body needs. And that's the biggest thing in the deception diet, is we walk around thinking, I have to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that. This is what I'm supposed to do to be happy by societal standards. But really, you're just giving yourself sugar. And you accomplish it. You accomplish it. It's like dumping this entire thing in your mouth, and you're like, like sugar high. But really, that wears off. It wears off once everybody's done applauding. Good job. I'm so proud of you. And that's what you fuel off of. Just like sugar. But guess what? That sugar high wears off. And then what happens when that sugar high wears off? Time to buffer. Time to buffer. How do we buffer? We emotionally eat. We drink. We go out. Probably get into relationships we shouldn't want to be in or should have no business being in. Because we feel empty. Because we really wanted Brussels sprouts. But we ate sugar. But it's hard to recognize that you're eating sugar. And again, there's nothing wrong with any of those accomplishments I mentioned if they truly make you happy and not everybody else. And that's what I had to learn. And let me tell you, I had to learn the hard way. Because I had all of those things. I was happy. This kind of happy, not happy, this kind of happy. And I was going around thinking I was happy, but I was dying inside. And you know what I did? I decided to take a little drive down a road called Sledgehammer Road. This is what Sledgehammer Road looks like. Bam! Yeah. That's exactly what it looks like. Let me explain. When you tell the universe that you want to be happy and that you want to live a life of joy, guess what the universe is going to do? They're going to go, what was that, Steph? Okay. Guys, come on. Steph's ordered happiness and joy. Get to work. You get to work. We got to make this happen. She just asked us. Clearly, she doesn't want to do it herself. Clearly, she's scared. She asked us for help, so get the sledgehammer. Yep, we've got some demolition. Come on, we got some demolition to do. Yeah, guess what? All of a sudden, within weeks of itself, I lost my job and my house. My sense of security got robbed, and most all of my belongings taken from me. Within 3 weeks, everything that I had as my little security blanket. Oh, I can't leave Orlando and go try something new. I just built this beautiful house. This is my little house. Everybody's so proud that I built this house all by myself. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do in my 30s? Be a homeowner? Yes, if that makes you happy. But I did it for everybody else and for what I thought had to happen in my life. Working this career, I didn't like it, but I was good at it. And that's another mistake. People think because they're good at something that they should do it. You can train yourself with enough time to be just about good at anything if you persist enough. Well, I trained for over a decade on how to be good at a corporate America job, so why wouldn't I be good at my job? And I lost that job and my house no longer felt safe. And it's funny because I actually went through the post-traumatic stress. I was always like, oh my God, I'm paranoid. What's this loud noise? I can't sleep at night. Oh my God, I'm insane. So I actually went to a psychologist and said, something is wrong with me. I'm crazy. What pills can you prescribe me? And she was like, well, Stephanie, I'm a psychologist. I'm not going to prescribe you any pills. But I got a little dose of something for you, honey. And she kind of had that, you know, air to her. She wasn't going to be nice. I think she knew I needed a little walk into this, you know, and I was like, pew, 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 pew. She's like, you've never taken a risk in your life that you didn't know the outcome of. Everything you've done has been calculated. Oh, really? I said. Well, I've done this. I mean, I didn't know I was going to successfully be able to get a master's degree. I mean, that's a risk, right? She's like, stop it. She's like, stop kidding yourself. Stop making up lies as to what really makes you happy. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. You have to sit down and get honest. And you have to take all those voices in your head, you know, the old grandma lecturing you, or your mother, or your dad, or society, and you need to say, you guys need to leave the room. Because I'm going to have a little one-on-one with myself. And I am going to ask myself, what would it be that I would want for my life if failing wasn't an option, if practicality wasn't an option or a consideration, no matter how lofty the goal. And I'll get to that one in a second, because I think a lot of people are afraid because their dreams are lofty. Let me tell you, I had a vision board, and on my vision board I put the Mirror Ball trophy, and I mean the real one on Dancing with the Stars. I want to be on Dancing with the Stars. I put it on my vision board that I saw every day on my wall. I happened to be on a cruise ship, and they had a little dance competition, and I'm not a dancer, but I went out and I did my little jive with them, and I wound up winning. And because I won that, I was put into a bigger pool of all the winners of all the cruises that year for Holland America, and I was chosen as a finalist, and I get a random call. I had no idea about this. They called me and said, hey Steph, you're a finalist. We want you to go on our Dancing with the Stars at Sea cruise for 10 days and compete for the actual real Mirror Ball trophy. And a lot of the dancing coaches and the professionals from the show actually come on the cruise. The real Mirror Ball trophy. And that was on my vision board. You know, was it on the show? The actual show? No. But it still was that exact same Mirror Ball trophy I put on my vision board. So don't ever think that anything you want to do is too lofty or it's not practical. Yeah, there's a risk involved. Everything in life has risks, but what people don't realize is you instill this sense of control that you think you have over everything, but you really don't. So going back to getting honest with yourself, write down what in the world makes you happy? What would you love to do? Now, mind you, this doesn't have to be a career move of yours. I mean, it could just be, I've always wanted to do ballet, but I don't feel comfortable because I'm not flexible, and this is like as flexible as I can be, and I want to go, but everybody's going to judge me. I mean, it could be something like that. Most everybody's dreams have fears attached to them. And that dialogue I just gave you about ballet is probably what you're having about any other dream that you want to have in your life. And you know what's interesting is I'm a big fan of Liz Gilbert. And I have my own similar Liz Gilbert journey that I went on myself. So she's a kindred spirit of mine. She's definitely a soul sister. And she says, Liz Gilbert, that fear is what tries to communicate to you to walk in a certain direction. Because if your soul and your ego and your being has nothing to lose, meaning that it's not your purpose, it's going to be like, go try it. If you fail, who cares? Just go. And that's why it's like, oh, I can go do this. No problem. See how easy that was? Look at me. But you're not happy because it's not giving you Brussels sprouts. It's not feeding your cells with what you're here to do and the purpose you're meant to walk in. And when I mean purpose, I mean what makes you happy. We're here to love life, to love others, to love ourselves enough to do what ignites that feeling of love and joy inside our bones. But fear fears attached to that because you have something to lose, because it is part of who you are. So if it scares you, that's the signal to walk in that direction. And Liz Gilbert talks about it, and it's amazing. I highly encourage you to watch her on TED Talks because her message is incredible. So when it comes to doing what makes you happy and finding joy in life, you gotta get honest. You gotta get honest. You gotta get honest. The next thing you gotta do is you have to stop making excuses. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This kills me. I have friends. We'll be sitting somewhere and they're like, oh, I would love to do bum bum bum. Fill in the blank. And the next sentence is the but, and there's a reason that they make up. And the craziest thing is I'll sit there sometimes and I make it a game because I think it's fun and I'll go, oh, but what about this? And I overcome that objection. And it's not even my dream. And I'm like, well, what about that? You know, you can just kind of go around it like that. I mean, you might not be able to see the outcome, but it's definitely a path. Oh, no, no, oh, no, no, oh, no, 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 and it's almost like you start foaming at the mouth. Like, wow, excuses, excuses. And I used to be just as guilty. Let me tell you how I used to introduce myself. Now, mind you, I'm a comedic actor, and I really enjoy it. I started doing it 10 years ago, and I was embarrassed by it. So when I would introduce myself, instead of saying, hi, I'm Stef, I'm an actor, I used to say, hi, I'm Stef, I work for corporate America, I have security in a job, I'm not some poor person waiting tables, but I mean, I act. I just do it as a hobby. I mean, if something ever like happened, I mean, of course, right? But, you know, I have a stable job, I'm like a viable member of society. Really? 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 Come on. Stef, really? Like, I'm looking in the mirror right now, like, really? Stop making excuses. Because as I said, the whole sledgehammer thing, if you really want to be happy, and you don't take action to walk in the steps of what makes you happy because you can't see what's going to happen, you're taking a leap off a cliff and there's no net and you have to pray that you can fly. And all those things paralyze you into doing the steps that will guarantee that you get out of life alive because you actually think you can get out of life alive. The universe is going to come in with a sledgehammer and they're going to shake you up a little bit. Let me tell you something. It's like holding onto a branch in the middle of water. And you really just need to let go of that branch and just go with the flow. But you're scared because you don't have anything to hold on to. And that water, if your soul's really asking the universe for happiness, those waters, they're going to get rough. And they're going to get so rough. And then all of a sudden, it's going to be like a tsunami current until you're forced to let go and you go like this, upside down, right side up, gagging for air. Because you didn't let go. And you asked the universe for happiness. They'll make you let go. Because deep down, that's what you're asking for. It's like you have a choice. Wait till the waters get that rough like me to where my entire life got turned upside down. Or you can actually start taking those steps today. Because if you really want to be happy, all it takes is to sit down and figure out what makes this part of your stomach expand like a balloon. Not contract. Expand like a balloon. And whatever makes you feel like just so happy, start making those steps to do it. Stop making excuses. Be honest with yourself, stop making excuses, and take baby steps. Because I promise you, while you might not be able to see the outcome, and it's gonna scare the shit out of you, and you might wake up and go, oh my God, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep. Like, what's going on? What's going on? I can't breathe. I need control. I need control. I'm telling you, you'll feel alive. You will never feel more alive because that's what happened to me. So Jen, I challenge you to sit down, get honest with yourself. And first off, let me back up. Applaud yourself on your current successes. Even though you're probably just dumping sugar down your throat, they will show you and remind you that you're capable. You accomplished all of those things. Look what you can do. You've got a really good success record. So now, sit down, write it out, what you want to do. Stop making excuses. Get rid of the excuses, and then start taking baby steps. So thanks for tuning in to What Do I Know? Or What Do I Know?